Hey, I'm Geeky Pastimes, and I found what might be the next big Battle Royale game, at least for me. Like, this game is so much better than I expected it to be. It's so much fun, there's so much depth, it seems super generous with the way it works with characters and stuff like that. I really, really love it. So I'm going to tell you all about why you should be playing Hunter's Arena Legends. So Hunter's Arena is a game that was originally launched on PC like a year ago, and I don't think it worked all that well. Maybe there's some glitches and stuff. It didn't really find an audience. It didn't have the kind of, you couldn't find enough players for a game, stuff like that. But they've relaunched it on Steam today, and you can play it on PlayStation. It's launched on PlayStation Plus, so on PS4, PS5 you can get it for free. On PC it's not very expensive, it's like 16 quid or something, and it's amazing. It's a melee battle royale based in kind of Asian, I guess kind of Asian mythology a little bit. There's a lot of sort of character archetypes and abilities that you'll recognize if you've played a lot of Asian MMOs or fighting games and stuff like that. But it feels super different to any battle royale game that's out there right now. The way the game works, you choose a character, you have like a hero character, and they have a set of abilities, almost like a fighting game. And you can go into either Battle Royale or tag battles. Tag battles work almost like a normal fighting game, where it's like you versus another player, no upgrades or anything like that. You just fight best of 3 rounds. That's really, really cool. Lets you get to grips with all of the fighting mechanics. The Battle Royale, though, is probably what you're here for. That's probably what you're interested in. It's really cool. So you start your lobby in this big platform up in the sky. When the game starts, all of the walls go down and you just jump down into the map below, so you can kind of see where other players go. That's a very cool spawn mechanic. I think that's really interesting. Then you drop down, and in the world there's loads of AI mobs, there's loads of little creatures, and this bit works a bit like a MOBA. You need to kill those to level up. You can get gear, loot gear, sort of get more powerful, and you can also be fighting other players now. If you want to fight a player while they're weak, you know, if you've leveled up really quickly, you might be able to get some early kills and get a bunch of XP that way. There's also loads of buffs you can find, so you can pick up things that buff your health or buff your attack or things like that. You can get shields and all things like that. You can try and loot chests if you want. Loads of different things you can do. Then, just like a normal Battle Royale game, the circle starts closing in and you need to fight other players until you're the last one standing. You can play this solo or in trios at the moment. I've only been playing in solo, but I'm going to be streaming some trios over the next couple of days at twitch.tv/GeekyPastimes. So give me a follow there if you want to see some of this gameplay. Now, the thing that's really, really cool about this game, other than the fact it looks pretty gorgeous, the characters are really interesting, all of that stuff, is the actual combat. The combat is super deep for a Battle Royale game. Like, I really like this. You have kind of 2 different attacks, a sort of normal attack and a magic attack, which you can use, and then you can dodge and you can parry as well, so you can kind of block and parry. And it all seems to work around combos. So you can kind of lock an enemy into a combo and do a ton of damage. And if you learn the combos really well, obviously you can do loads of damage. There's kind of a big kind of skill gap there where you've got the chance to get much better at it. Now, you can break a combo using parries with a really well-timed block, or you can actually sometimes use this kind of combo breaker type thing that bursts it out of it. So you do have a kind of get out of jail free thing if someone's using some crazy combo on you and you can't get the timing right for the normal block, the normal parry. You can use that sometimes to get out. Then you also have abilities, and the characters' abilities are really, really different. Some of them have like massive ghost swords that come out and strike enemies with massive slashes. Some of them can summon these sort of daggers around them that fly around. People have magic spells that can home in on people. People have some attacks of things like, one of them has this magic attack that fires loads of purple bolts. It makes you completely stationary and vulnerable while you use it, but it does so much damage. If you pull it off, you can actually kill someone in pretty much one hit with it, which is insane. As you level up, you actually unlock more abilities, and you can end up getting an ultimate, which will obviously do tons of damage if you can pull it off next to someone, and that gives you like a cool little cutscene while you do it. It's super fun, it's super rewarding, and there's a lot of kind of strategy already in it. Like, I've only played a few games where you can kind of choose, you know, whether you're going to try and ambush someone, you're going to drop down on them, you do a lot of extra attack if you drop down and attack like that. Do you want to sort of stand and fight someone, or do you need to run away at some points, and how can you get away? There's loads of different options for that. When you're in a fight with more than one person, do you like gang up on the weakest one, or do you try and even it out a little bit? There's loads of strategy in it, and it seems so much fun. Like, the battles seem so much more interesting than Battle Royales where you're just shooting things. Like, the actual fights feel really, really strategic, and because of the nature of it, you're getting more and more powerful. If you're spectating, the last fight is going to be between 2 people who are really good, really, really powerful, and you get these like epic sort of fighting game moments that everyone can spectate and watch. And it just looks so gorgeous, it's really fun. Now, aside from the actual gameplay, outside of the game, they've done a lot of stuff right as well. So there is crossplay between PlayStation and PC. It seems like you can't party up together at the moment. I'm not sure if they're going to change that at some point. But you're definitely playing. I ended up playing against loads of people who are on PlayStation. And obviously the audience is there. Like, the number of people playing it is there because it's on PlayStation Plus. So there's going to be a bunch of people playing. You're not going to have any trouble finding games. It feels super generous in the characters. You've got about, I think, like 15 characters for free straight away. And then there's 5 characters that are locked that you have to pay for. But you can pay for them with in-game currency. So you get in-game currency that you just earn through the game. You don't have to spend real money on it. It'll take a long while to unlock a character, but you definitely can. And out of the 5 characters that are currently locked, 2 of them are on like rotation where they will be free to play at any given time. So you do get to play a sort of wide variety of characters, and they all seem pretty different to each other from what I've seen so far, which is really cool. Another thing that I think loads of people are going to be super happy to hear is that there's a ranked system. So if you're one of the people that's been annoyed at skill-based matchmaking in games like Warzone, partly because you can't see your rank, you can't see how well you're doing, in this there's a ranking system. You'll get told what league you're in, you'll get told when you move up or down. You also get some cool little things in game, like I got a little thing flashing up saying like, oh, okay, you know, based on your rank, I'm assuming you've already got more kills than you were expected to get in this game. So stuff like that's really interesting, where you're getting told, okay, you're actually performing better than expected, so you're probably going to rank up. And that kind of gets you a bit more hyped, gets you more into it to play a bit more in future. So, yeah, I love this game. Like, I saw it, I got given a code to play it, and I thought it was going to be one of these things that, you know, maybe it would be a bit janky, maybe it wouldn't be that polished or anything like that, but I was completely wrong. It is an incredible game. It works really well. The controls are super responsive. I didn't notice any lag affecting me or anything like that. The movement's really fun. It just seems so well done. And it's like the first time in quite a long while that I've played a Battle Royale game that wasn't Warzone, and I thought, this is something I'm going to spend a lot of time on. Out of games that have come out, there's also Blood Hunt on the horizon, which the beta of that was super fun, but I'm not sure that's not out for a little while yet. So yeah, if you want to get into Hunters Arena Legends, like I said, you can buy it on Steam. It's like only available on Steam, I think, on PC, but it's £16 there. Don't get put off by the reviews. There's like loads of mixed reviews on there. That's from the initial launch like a year ago, and a lot of those reviews, the negativity around them, are based on the fact that people couldn't get into games, that there wasn't the population on the servers to be able to play games, so that was a problem for people. And if you're on PlayStation, like I said, it's this month's PlayStation Plus games. You can get it for free on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. They have like a PlayStation 5 mode, so it'll look a bit fancier and all stuff like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, had a huge amount of fun with it, and I'm going to be playing loads of it on stream. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of it. Are you going to play it? Have you already played it? What do you think of it so far? Are there other Battle Royale games that you want me to have a look at? And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.